Hey, what's up, everyone? Jonathan Allen here at Floodwater Studios. This week, I have 3 tips to help you succeed in any session that you're starting in your home studio. So let's hop into that. So, the main goal of any home studio, hopefully every commercial studio, is to connect your emotions and your feelings that you have written out in lyrics and the song that you've put together, the music aspect of everything, get everything together, make it sound professional, and hopefully somebody else can connect with that. Now, on the studio side of things, there's 3 things that we can do that will help set us up for any session and allow you to succeed in that session. The first thing that we want to do is actually before the session. So you want to make sure that you're prepared with a template and some pre-production work. Now, what I mean here for pre-production work is we want to have things ready to go. So the template itself is part of your pre-production. So if you don't have a template and you do use Studio One, go ahead and go to our website, floodwaterstudios.com/template. There's a quick, sign up for a download. I'll get that file sent right to you. That way you can get a link to get the template that we use. And it just helps kind of set the stage for everything. The great thing with having the template ready to go is you have all of your go-to effects at your fingertips. Everything is there. So if your vocalist is recording or you're recording vocals and you're like, man, I need some quick reverb, there it is. Reverb's there. You want a little bit of delay's there. Everything is set up. Now, the next thing we want to do, especially for some pre-production on that, is you have your template pulled up. Kind of anticipate the tracks. So anticipate the song itself. So if you know the artist that you're working with, kind of anticipate, okay, they may have a couple guitar tracks they want to record. They may have an acoustic specific track. They kind of like stereo acoustics, so I'm going to need 2 channels there. Probably going to have some drums. Now, if it's your own song that you're recording, you know what it's supposed to sound like in your head. So if I'm recording a song, I'm like, okay, I know at least I'm going to have an acoustic track. I'm probably going to have about 2 electrics. Okay, I know I'm going to need bass, drums. Now, say I'm recording for Eli and I'm engineering, the album that we're working on for him. I know that I'm not going to need any keyboard tracks for the most part. I know that I'm going to need at least a basic drum track. And, in our studio here at Floodwater, we use electric drums. So I have the software pulled up and ready to go for Easy Drummer 3. Probably going to need a few guitar tracks, obviously a vocal track. So anticipate the actual session you're working on. And again, if it's your own session, if it's your own song, it's easy to do. For someone else, you kind of have to know that person a little bit and kind of understand how they write and what's going on. And that will get easier over time, especially if you're continuing to work with the same people. The second thing that we want to do is be mindful of your scratch tracks. Now, if you don't know what scratch tracks are, essentially it's not an actual take. It's more so the vocalist laying something down for the drummer to follow along with, the guitarist laying something down, something quick, simple, that the drummer can follow along with, the bassist, the vocalist. It's not necessarily the actual take for the song. But what I want to challenge you in is be proud of the song, especially if it's your own. Be proud of what you're doing and put some effort into those scratch tracks. Perform it well. Play it well if you're playing an instrument. Because honestly, if your scratch track is good, don't be afraid to use it. If you listen to the album I put out, Wishful Forgetting, in October of last year, There's actually, in the very last song on the album called Pain, my vocal was my scratch track. I did not re-record it. There's no setting up different mics in the room, testing out different microphones. I sat right here at the desk and I recorded a scratch track and I went, wow, okay, that's done. Like, that sounds good. Don't be afraid to use the scratch tracks as long as you put some pride into those and you're playing them and performing them well. Put the effort in and it can go a really long way. The third tip I want to talk about today is also record everything. Now, I don't mean walk around with a little recorder and record your day-to-day life unless, you want to do that, put out a vlog or something. That'd be cool. But when you're in a session, record everything. You never know what's going to be a great take. Back to the scratch track thing. You're putting pride into things. You are zoned in, even if it's scratch, but record everything. So even if you're recording somebody in the studio or someone's playing a part on your song, if they're learning the part, if they're relearning the part, if they're just noodling along to the song itself, record all those passes, because you never know if it's going to be the best one you're going to get. And a lot of times, if you're working with an artist, you don't even need to tell them that you're recording. The thing with musicians, I know for me as well, a lot of times there's recording anxiety. And what I mean is, practice and rehearsals, they sound amazing. Everyone's on, everyone's playing the right notes, you're in sync. You could be sitting in the studio and you're like, hey, let me show you this plenty of times. I've said to Eli, let me play this for you real quick and listen. And I play and it's perfect, note for note for note, every single time. We hit that red light to record and we overthink things. We mess up. It's all over the place. So if you're working with somebody else, don't even let them know you're recording. Just hit that button and see what happens. So again, be prepared. Have yourself a template. Again, floodwaterstudios.com/template if you're looking for a quick setup for a PreSonus Studio One template. Put in some pre-production work, anticipate the song, get some tracks set up, have some pride in your tunes. Record your scratch tracks well. Play your parts well, even if it's not the entire piece. If you just need to play a small section for the drummer to understand what's going on, play it well. You can always cut it in later. If it's good, don't be afraid to use it. If it's good, it's good. Don't be afraid to use it and record everything. If you're recording over different tracks, a lot of times you'll have the backlogs of things. You can create separate layers in pretty much any recording software. Record everything. But let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments section here. What other tips would you have for somebody in a home studio? Heck, what would you have for, somebody in a commercial studio where hopefully the heart of the actual tune is what's driving things, not money all the time. But love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Go ahead and drop a comment, hit that like and subscribe button, smash the notification bell so you can see everything happening at Floodwater Studios. Until then, have a great day. See ya.